Hello, hello. Hey guys. It's Milan of Fly and Flourishing. If you're new here, I am a energy healer, a Reiki Grandmaster, and a sound healing practitioner. And in this series, the Dream Series, I talk about different common or reoccurring themes in dreams and what the potential meanings of them can be. I am by no means an expert, but this is more to start conversation and just spark research and self reflection of your dreams and get you to start to understand what your dreams are telling you to be able to interpret your own dreams. And so today's common theme that we're going to talk about is losing your teeth in a dream. This is, if you've never had this happen to you in a dream, it is fairly common for other people. Another one that we can touch on because it's a similar theme that we'll get into is when you are screaming and nothing comes out of your mouth, but you're screaming. And so the premise of both of those, the potential and common meaning for either of those is about feeling a sense of control or not feeling a sense of control. It can be control of a situation, control over something that is going on in your life, control of yourself in different experiences, different situations, things of that nature. And so with the teeth, if we think of, say, wisdom teeth and like wisdom and power, so if in a dream your wisdom teeth fall out, that could mean that maybe you're not listening to yourself enough, that you have the wisdom, but you're not trusting yourself to follow your internal compass, your internal guidance. Again, with the teeth and the wisdom, you could feel like you're not in control of learning something. It could also mean that you feel like there is something that you need to learn, but you're not understanding it. So you don't feel in control of the situation or what is going on in your life or of yourself and how you're feeling and how you're expressing. Same thing with the screaming. I've had dreams with both of these different situations in a dream, and in the one that I was screaming in, I think somebody was trying to attack me, and so I was trying to scream to call attention to the situation that was going on to receive help, and nothing was coming out of my mouth, even though in my mind I'm like, I'm screaming, I'm screaming, I'm screaming. For me, what that meant and what it can mean for others is that you feel like you don't have control because you feel like you can't express yourself how you want to or how you need to. So you feel like you're saying something and maybe people are not understanding, or maybe you feel like you're not communicating or conveying it a way that other people would understand it. But the bottom undercurrent in both of those is about feeling in control of ourselves or the situation that we are in. And so, why do these dreams happen? Because our dreams are often telling us things that are going on in our subconscious, limiting beliefs that we have, limiting thoughts that we're having, limited things that we're saying and expressing to other people in our waking life. So when we're sleeping, it's an opportunity for us to work through these different things, and our dreams use all of these symbolism in order to help us work through them, to get our attention so that we can correct what is going on. So it's a helpful tool to help us. So you have the dream, now what? What are the next steps? I think the next step often with dreams and interpreting them is not necessarily to even launch into action right away, but it is to kind of have this kind of dialogue with yourself or a trusted friend or whoever, and just reflect on what came up in the dream. And also ask yourself, what situation could this dream be talking about? Is it talking about my life overall, or a specific experience or situation that I'm experiencing right now? And going from there and asking yourself, if the undercurrent is that I feel that I'm not in control, probe yourself and ask more questions. What elements about this are making it so that I feel that I'm not in control? Or why don't I feel in control of this situation? Is there something different that I can do to help me feel like I am more in control of myself? Am I trying to control other people and other people's reactions and behaviors? If that's the case, that's going to cause a lot of distress. So, what can I do to make it so that I just focus on what I can control in my life and how I show up and how I move about the world? So, thinking about that, asking yourself these questions to really understand ourselves more, because that's what the dreams are trying to do, and taking that time, and then from there, with those honest answers, and that sometimes they don't come right away. I've had dreams where it has taken me a couple of weeks to unpack them or decode them or figure out what it was really trying to say to me. So there's no standard time frame for when a dream clicks or you understand it, but taking that time to go inwards, ask yourself these questions, and then say, now that I've asked these questions and I've answered them honestly for myself, what next steps can I take? And it doesn't have to be 3,000 next steps. It can just be one next step, until you get there, and then you can do another. But the whole point is just to understand ourselves better and learn and grow from them. And that's on that. That's it. That's it. That's all. Until the next video, guys, stay fly and stay flourishing.